What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be a retro review of Noah's Ark, Season 2, Episode 8. I'll have the right one in the description. I think we're on Episode 8. So this is the episode after Noah is gay bashed, and we see the guys all running to the hospital, and of course they're trying to run to find him. And, you know, the nurse stops them and is like, where y'all going? Like, are y'all his family? And Alex says no, and Chance is like, dummy, yes. And the nurse is like, well, you know, only immediate family. I can't go see him. So then here comes Quincy come running in, and Ricky was like, well, can he go see him? Because that's his boyfriend. And Quincy kind of had that look on his face like, I'm his boyfriend? Oh, yeah, I'm his boyfriend. And the nurse was like, no, because his boyfriend is already in there. And at that moment, the door opens, and we see Wade standing there holding Noah's hand, and Noah's laying on like a gurney, sleep, or has his eyes closed or whatever. So you like, oh, here we go. Because I'm trying to figure out how Noah get there before everybody else. How Noah get the call before everybody else got the call. But it don't matter, honey. Noah was there. So they get back to the apartment, and of course they're talking. They're talking amongst themselves before Noah actually gets to the house. And they're like, you know, Ricky was like, what was he doing getting gas at that time of night? And Chance was like, that time of night, it was 9 o'clock. Like, it was 9 o'clock. He was getting gas. Like, that's the same as, you know, a rape victim saying, what were they doing there that time of night? Like, it doesn't justify it. And, you know, and then Alex was saying how he just doesn't feel safe anymore. Like, you know, it could happen to Noah at a gas station. Like, it's crazy. And then at that moment, Noah comes in. He's with Quincy. And you know, of course, they're asking him questions. He's got a couple of broken ribs, and he's got, you know, he's beat up pretty bad. But of course, they're all doting on him, and he was like, y'all, listen, just give me a minute. You know, he doesn't want to lay down. You know, just that whole thing that you're going through. At that moment, Quincy's phone rings, and he goes off to take a phone call, and Wade comes in. No. And then Quincy comes back in the room, and Quincy is like, uh-oh. Sorry about that. And then Wade comes back in the room. Quincy comes back in the room, and he says, turn on, you know, he turns the TV on. They actually arrested the guys that did it, and they actually have the tape, the footage of Noah being attacked. And so they're actually watching Noah get attacked. And of course, Noah is like, turn it off. I don't want to see it. And at that moment, you know, they're all real quiet. Everybody's crying. Everybody's upset. And no, that's when Wade walks in. He then went to the store and bought some food and everything for Noah. And Noah eventually is like, listen, I need, you know, y'all can just go ahead and go home. Like, I'm good. And Ricky looks at Wade and at Quincy and is like, one of y'all just gonna stay with him, right? Like, one of y'all gonna stay with him. And of course it ends up being Quincy. Wade, you know, got a whole boyfriend. So then we see Alex is having a hard time sleeping. He keeps waking up thinking somebody's breaking in the house. And I'm sure it's a combination of what happened to Noah and probably still thinking about guy crazy ass being out there. But Trey tells him, he was like, listen, you done woke me up 3 times. Like, I'm going to need you to go and figure it out. Like, either you want to figure out a way to make yourself feel good again, you know, feel safe again, I should say. So then we have Chance, and, you know, he's at the house. Eddie is, you know, he's in a funk, still feeling bad, still kind of being out, a little bit rude towards Chance, because a part of him, I think, still blames Chance for his job. And Chance was like, listen, I was up all night with Noah. I was worried about Noah with everything going on. I just do not have it in me right now to feel sorry for you. Like, can I take a break from feeling sorry for you for 5 minutes so that I can have some emotions for some other people? And he was like, well, can you take a break from being a bitch? And Chance was like, Chase, listen, I don't have it in me today. So they all end up back over Noah's house. And no, actually, Ricky is at Noah's house, giving him a sponge bath and taking care of him and everything. And Quincy is on the news, you know, going back and forth. He's on TV, but going back and forth with the attorney for Noah's attackers. And Ricky was like, see, what he need to be is here taking care of you instead of on TV on this whole crusade. Like, he just loved to be on TV. He loves to hear himself talk. And, you know, of course, Noah was defending him. Noah was like, well, no, he's speaking for us. Like, he's out there doing this for us. And, I'm fine. Like, I don't need him to be here with me. Like, what he's doing is important. So then the rest of the guys come over and they're all upset because I just want to make sure I'm doing this in the right order. Oh, they're talking or whatever, and they're all upset. Ricky gets the phone call. Come to find out, the guys are not. They're not going to be charged with a hate crime. They're going to be charged with aggravated assault. So of course, there's a big difference, and of course, they're upset by that. And Wade comes over. He's got magazines and everything, and Noah happy to see him, honey. Noah happy to see Wade, child. And Chance gets upset and he leaves. He was like, listen, I need to go handle some business. Because he's still pissed off about the whole fight him and Eddie had. Then Wade gets up. Wade's pissed off. Wade is like, yeah, I got to go take care of some business. So Chance actually goes down to Eddie's job to go talk to his boss. And he was like, they had a good conversation. And the boss actually did sit down and talk to Chase. And Chase said to him, like, listen, they had been having an affair for years. Like, I ain't had nothing to do with it. But at the end of the day, she had to be true to who she was. He was like, it would have happened eventually. And he said, yeah. He was like, but I kind of felt like after meeting you all and seeing how y'all were living, that they felt like, okay, we could do this. Like, we could really make this work. And Chase was like, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But at the end of the day, this is who she was. Like, and he said, well, she told me that she always felt that way, that she was always attracted to women. But I mean, so what was this with us? Like, was it fake? He said, no, maybe she really has always been attracted to women, but she really did fall in love with you. Or maybe she's bisexual. He was like, at the end of the day, I don't know. But what I do know is we ain't had nothing to do with it. Can you give my husband his job back? Can we skip to that part? But he did. He understood that he was being unfair, and he understood that he was blaming them for something that really wasn't their fault. And so he did call Eddie, and he agreed to give Eddie his job back. Now, while they were doing that, on the TV at the bar, they look up, and who then showed up at the courthouse and commenced to whooping ass of the guy that beat up Noah? Wait, he talking about some now who's the, I don't want to say the word, but now who's the F-bomb? Who is the F-bomb now? And so, of course, he immediately got arrested. Why? Because he was at the damn courthouse on the steps in front of the police. Wade, not your smartest decision. But, of course, Noah saw it on the news. I think Chance actually called Noah. Noah saw it on the news. So Noah went down there to bail Wade out. Dre actually showed up to bail Wade out as well. And Dre told Wade, he was like, yeah, I came down here to bail you out, but somebody else had already done it. And, Wade was like, well, who would bail me out of jail? And it was Noah. And, of course, Dre was like, he saw it and he knew it. And he was like, you still love him, don't you? And he was like, well, come on, let's go home. And I'm sure he was like, let's go home and have the talk that I know we need to have. And he was like, well, I want to make sure that Noah gets home safely. And Noah was like, nah, I'm good. I drove. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just going to go ahead. And Wade was like, well, no, I need to make sure he gets home safely. And, with Noah going through what he just went through, I do understand that. Dre was like, okay, fine. I will follow you to his house and then we'll go. And Wade was like, nah, I'll catch a cab. And in that moment, Wade had to know. Dre had to know that this was the end. In the words of the infamous New Edition, is this the end? Dre, it's the end. It is the end. So Wade is going to ride with Noah home. Now, Alex decided to go to a self-defense class. And I like the fact that they showed the scene where Alex went to the self-defense class and he's the only guy in the class. And the instructor going to ask him, well, are you in the wrong, sir, are you in the wrong class? And he was like, no. And they were even kind of giggling at him. And he was like, no. He said, well, this is like self-defense class. And he said, yeah. He said, my best friend was just gay bashed. And, excuse me for feeling like I need to protect myself. But I'm here for the right. I'm here. And when he said that, the instructor changed his tune, and he was like, all right, well, let's get to work. So, honey, Alex must have been an A pupil because he was throwing Trey ass all over that damn apartment. He kept asking Trey to attack him or try to attack him, and he was flinging him every which way but left. And, Trey wasn't no little dude. So, that was cool. And then last but not least, honey, Quincy, I'm out of order. But anyway, Quincy and Noah had a conversation, and Quincy was trying to get Noah to do a newspaper article and basically turn him into the poster boy. And Noah was like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm not interested in being the poster boy for y'all, for this. Like, this isn't what I want. And Ricky, was telling Quincy, like, leave him alone. Like, he said no. Because Quincy was continuously trying to convince him. Then he going to say, well, I got a reporter outside. They need to take a picture of your face. Like, we need to get we need people to see you. And he was like, I don't want people to see me like this. Like, I'm not okay with this. And Ricky basically dismissed him. Now, Ricky showed up at Noah's apartment. And he didn't want to leave. Like, Noah was there with Wade, and he was like, I'm good. Wade's going. And Ricky really didn't want to leave. And in that moment, Ricky confessed his love for Noah. Now, he said, I love you, Noah. And I think in the moment, we thought he meant, I love you. But no, he meant, I love you. And he really was like, this is the first time that I ever thought that I could lose you. Like, and so Ricky is really dealing with it, dealing with everything that happened to Noah. So it was a very emotional episode. So then he finally get Ricky to leave, and it's just him and Noah. I mean, him and Wade. Lord, I keep saying Noah. Him and Wade. And they basically just put it all on the line. Like, Wade lets it be known, I love you. I still love you. Noah was like, I love you too. And Wade is like laying in his lap crying. And, Noah, they get to kissing. And he's like, I don't want to hurt you. And Noah was like, you never could. It was a moment. And I mean, it was a very sensual scene. They had a whole moment. And all I could think was, I guess y'all even now, honey. Because he cheated on you. You cheated on your boyfriend. I guess y'all did that. Anyway, so that's where the episode ended, y'all. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.